Decided to do it with just the camera itself.
Hey everyone! Welcome to the first Scrap Room Sunday of 2020. I'm so happy that you all are here, and I know there's so many people already in the chat. Pam's fam, hello. I have not said hello to you yet. Mike Wheeler, Cricket Fox, Dances with Goofy, Sam Hall. Welcome everybody into the chat. I think I got everybody. Amy with AGC Magic TV. So if I missed you, I do really apologize. And so today, you've all seen me allude to a really big announcement that I was going to be revealing today. And does our dream? Hello, hello. And the big announcement is that I was hired on as a travel agent for Magical Enchanted Vacations. And so I start all of my College of Knowledge for Disney and everything tomorrow. I have a training coming up in June that I will be flying out to Orlando for a week for. So that is my super big announcement. And I want to apologize greatly because I am not feeling well. I have literally slept almost the last 3 days. I'm running a little bit of a fever, but not too bad, but just really tired. So this actually will be a 30-minute stream today instead of the normal hour. I wanted to go ahead and do the stream, but keep it a little shorter so honestly I can go back to bed. So yes, I'm super excited. I do have a page on Facebook. It doesn't have a whole lot on it yet, but it's Magical Enchanted Verlina Hall with the Magical Enchanted Vacations. So if you'd like to like the page and follow it, please feel free. No pressure at all. But that is my super big announcement. I've had several people message me, "Are you pregnant?" No, I'm not pregnant. Are you moving to Disney? Not currently, but it's in the future. So that is my super big announcement. I got the Disney bug. I started feeling a little bleh on Wednesday night. Angela from Does Our Dream can kind of attest to that. We were at Gasparilla Grill for dinner, and I couldn't even eat a grilled cheese sandwich. I just was not I was not feeling great. I even stayed up a little bit. I went to Disney Springs. If you saw the Diz and That stream, I went and found them and hung out with the Diz and That crew for a little while. But I was done, and we had to be up early to check our luggage and then get to the airport. Sam and I will do a live stream together, kind of recapping the whole trip. Probably next Sunday or the Sunday after. Yes, I will let me do that now. I will do that now. Because if I don't do it now, I more than likely will forget. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out how to do that. Shit. Oh, my page has already had almost tons of shares, so that's pretty cool. Thanks everybody who's done that. Let's see. So yeah, thank you, Pam. I'm sure I will. I don't care how much time you spend at Disney. I think you're 100% drained when you get back, and your body is fighting to like catch up on the sleep, because really, I swear you run on adrenaline for 90% of your trip. And when you come home and your body just stops, it's like, chink, we're done. So I really think that is part of it. My body is just 100% done. Dances with Goofy. Yes, um, I have a whole bunch of trainings to do. I do the Disney College of Knowledge, SeaWorld, Legoland, Universal, Royal Caribbean, Celebrity, Princess, Carnival. I think I said Royal Caribbean already. There's a whole bunch of trainings that I get to do. And then in June, when I go down for the training, I get to tour 2 different cruise ships. I get to tour a Royal Caribbean ship and a Disney cruise ship. I get to tour Universal hotels, Disney hotels. I'm trying to think. There's another one. And then there's some extra stuff from like Royal Caribbean and Disney. So I'm really looking forward to having all of that additional help. Stevie Lee, welcome in. Pearl Manhattan, welcome in. Flights dehydrate you, especially when you're flying first class and it's unlimited drinks. So that's part of it. I know there was a question up here. I missed it. I want to go back and answer it. Emily's Paper Caper. Yes, I will be scrapbooking about my trip, but I really, it was different. I was doing a lot more vlogging than I was photo taking. So, it was a different type of trip for me this time. So while I will be scrapbooking the pictures that I did take, I don't have near as many pictures to scrapbook. So that's okay too. I have a lot of things to do. So I have to finish editing videos. I have to scrapbook. I have to do classes. I'm training for 5K. It is going to be a busy few months. So yeah, hashtag open bar, right? And I will say that the Delta stewards and stewardesses, they can make a drink like no one else. I think it was 90% alcohol and 10% whatever else was supposed to be in there. So, like, if I ordered a cranberry and vodka, it was 90% vodka and 10% cranberry juice. So I learned my lesson after having a couple of those. I was a little woo in the Atlanta airport on the way to Orlando, but I had a really rough day. I'll kind of do a little bit of a recap of some of the funnier things, I guess, that happened. If you follow me on Instagram, you will know that the day that we were due to fly out, our flight was delayed 9 hours. The plane had gotten in Christmas evening and there was a mechanical problem and they couldn't figure it out. And I'm sitting here going, Wichita, Kansas is the air capital of the United States, of the world, actually, because it's got Boeing, it's got Spirit, it's got all the big airplane manufacturers, and we don't know how to fix a plane. What the heck? So they have to fly in a mechanic from Delta Christmas night on the last flight from Atlanta to Wichita. Okay, so apparently the guy from Delta figures it out really quick. Well, it's on the wing, there's the little flap that helps with aerodynamics. It didn't want to move, and that's a problem. So, of course, the air capital of the world can't have the part to fix it. So they literally have to fly the part into Wichita to fix the plane. So originally they're like, okay, it's gonna be 11:30. Okay, fine. Then all of a sudden I get a text alert and I look up at the board and it says 12:30 and I'm like, oh my. I was not a happy camper. And they're like, it's now 12:30 and I'm like, what? And that's when I finally talked to someone who actually knows what's going on in there, and they're the ones that explained to me what was going on. And I'm like, oh, okay, so we're leaving at 12:30. And they're like, yes, we are leaving at 12:30. We will be boarding at like 11:50. They were literally still cleaning up tools as they had got the clearance from the mechanics. They had got the clearance from the pilot. They were still cleaning up tools out from under the plane as they were having as people that needed assistance to be boarded. And then first class, and platinum diamond members and stuff. So literally they were finishing cleaning out from under the plane as we were getting ready to leave. It was, I can laugh about it now, but I was so mad because the time that we were leaving Wichita is the time we were supposed to be landing in Orlando. And so it's like, oh my gosh, I lost a full day. And I will say that is why you should never plan something for your arrival day or your departure day because you never know what's going to happen. And we were supposed to go have dinner with Diz Our Dream, Jeff, Angela, and the kids. And I had to call Disney, and I was literally in tears with the lady about it. And she's like, "Oh, honey, it's okay. Things happen. We'll waive the cancellation fee." And she asked for the flight number and did some clicking and whatnot. So they were like, "Yeah, we'll take care of that. No problem." Okay, so that was taken care of, and we find when we got to Atlanta, we're like, okay, we are like 2 tram stops away. We have like an hour before the flight leaves, which means we had like 15-20 minutes before we were starting to board. Well, that flight was delayed getting into Atlanta, and then there were 5 kids who were flying in care of the stewardess. So they had to get all of the people who needed assistance. They had to get the plane deboarded. They had to get all the people needing assistance off of the plane. Then they literally took these kids one by one off of the plane and matched them with their steward or stewardess that they were supposed to go on to their next flight with. And then we could board. They had to clean the plane. And we're like, we don't care about the stinking trash on the plane. We want on the plane. We want to go to Orlando. I think we were late leaving Atlanta by like a half an hour. But they made up the time in the sky. It ended up not being a huge deal. But then after that, it was kind of like every time we got to Disney Transportation, it was almost literally a walk-on or very small wait. Rachel, Mars and the Mouse's biggest fan. The announcement is that I am going to be working as a travel agent for Magical Enchanted Vacations. Yes. Thank you, Stevie Lee. Um, so we finally got in and literally we scanned our band at Magical Express and they're like, okay, follow path number 9. And we walked up to number 9 and they scanned our bands like, okay, your bus is right out there. Well, let me tell you, that was a packed bus. We were like the last 2 people that were put on that bus, but we were like, okay, cool. And so I'm texting with Angela, hey, we just walked on a bus. And they're like, okay, we'll be at Pop Century waiting on you. And like I said, it really was one of those transportation after that seemed to just boom, boom. It was right there. Either we were getting on a bus or walking off of a bus literally all the time. Oh, thank you guys. You are all so super sweet. Lady Jamers, hello. If I have missed you in the comments, I am so sorry. I am not doing good on comments tonight. I need to get back into the swing of all this. Yeah, Lady Jamers, running to find Doesn't That was interesting. Because I'm like, okay, I know where, like, I was watching them on my phone on the bus, and I'm like, okay, I know where they're at. That's like right as you walk off the buses, and literally I walked straight, like, right to them. It was kind of funny. Emily's Paper Caper. Yes, the delay was absolutely brutal, and I threw a little bit of a temper tantrum. But my temper tantrum got me something. They gave me 2,500 bonus miles into my Sky Miles account, and they gave me a $200 credit voucher. And I actually used the credit voucher to book a one-way trip for my April trip, and I was able to use my miles to upgrade from main cabin to Comfort Plus. So I ended up with a free flight out of it one way, but it's, at least one way is better than, nothing. So I was happy about that. The funnier thing on the way coming back, and I can laugh about it kind of now, but oh my gosh, it was traumatic. I walked through the metal detector, like the little scan thing, and my hands are up and there's nothing in my pockets. And they're like, there's something on your pants. And I'm like, on my pants? What the heck are you talking about? So they're like, we're going to have to swab you. And I'm like, okay, no big deal. Well, then they swab my jeans and they swab with the same thing. And I don't get this. They swab their hands and my jeans all with the same thing. So whatever was on this lady's gloves could have been what set off the alarm. But oh no, they're like, okay, we're gonna have to go through all of your belongings and we have to give you a full pat down. And I just start busting into freaking tears. I'm having a nervous breakdown in the middle of the airport. And they're like, it's okay. It happens all the time. It could be something as simple as you put on hand lotion this morning. And I'm thinking, I don't know, but I just want to get to my plane and go home. And they called over the nicest TSA agent to do the pat down. And she like talked me through um, and so she did the pat down and they went through the stuff and they have to like check your chestal area and everything. And this really grumpy TSA lady, motions are over and I heard her go, you need to check her chest area again. No one has a chest that big. And I'm thinking, Lainey, it is all me. There is nothing there except for my chestal area. So the girl comes back over and she rolls her eyes at me and goes, I have to check your chestal area again. I'm 100% sure there's nothing except you in there, but she's kind of cranky. So she checked it again. And she's like, see, you're fine. She was like having me tell her about the trip. She's like, how was your trip? I'm like, it was great up until like 5 minutes ago. Um, Stevie Lee, how does one become a travel agent for Disney? Actually, the company actually kind of headhunted me, not Disney per se, but the company I'm working for. They actually reached out to me and said that they thought I would be a great fit for their company. And so that was actually right before Christmas. And I was hired before, but then I had to do like I just had to do like kind of a little talking interview and I signed all the paperwork and stuff on Friday, and I kind of looked through a few things yesterday and today. I don't think I've gotten enough sleep to actually do anything, but tomorrow I start in on the College of Knowledge. Lady Jamers, I will post it right here. There's the link. Whoa, and whoa. And got posted. And you had to have a pat down too. What the heck? What the heck happened at the expo that we got like into? Because that's the only because we had like 90% of everything packed. I wore the same jeans that I wore to the expo, and maybe I bumped into. I don't remember bumping into anything at the expo, but maybe I did, and it was something that got on my jeans. Tracy says they can pat me down. I don't care. I really wasn't that big of a deal, but I think I was super tired and I was like, I haven't done anything wrong. Why are you wanting to, what's going on? And so we finally got to our gate and Sam got, Sam's like, do you want anything to eat? I'm like, no, I am not hungry. I'm too stressed and traumatized to eat anything. So he went and got me a big cup of mint tea from Starbucks, and that helped because I was like 100% done. But he got me some, and at that point, I was really starting to not feel good. I mean, you could hear it. I'm very, very congested, and I'm very, very puffy. So it was interesting going and interesting coming home. Oh. Oh, Tracy. Tracy says, I'd be like, that's what you call a pat down. I've had rookies do a better pat down. Oh, Lordy B, Tracy. Oh, Lordy B. Um, Amy, we used to have free TSA pre-check when Sam was in the Army, but now that he is retired, we do not have TSA pre-check, and we just don't fly enough for it to warrant it. Even with me going a couple times this year, I don't see the price of paying for TSA pre-check to be worth it. So, and then the whole trip overall was really a lot of fun. I got my annual pass as part of my birthday present, or my birthday present, Christmas present, probably my birthday present too. And got to meet up with yeah, Sam's right. ICT, which is where we fly out of Wichita, is relatively easy to get through security wise. Like, I wouldn't say, let me rephrase that. It's a quick process to get through security wise. Just because they seem to have a lot more TSA agents working in Wichita than they do in Orlando, which always cracks me up. Oh, yeah, Amy, I get that. Being short, you always get patted down because of the pant legs bunching up. One of my friends has that problem, and she's too tall for the petite size pants. So she actually takes her jeans and pants to a seamstress and has them altered to actually just fit correct. Angela says, I'm considering pre-check, especially with taking my laptop back and forth. Usually Abby, for some reason, gets it every trip, so I send her with my laptop because, hey, whatever works. You never know. Sometimes when you check in, I think it depends on how many people like already have pre-check, and they will sometimes gift it to you if they see that you've flown a lot. They're like, oh well, you've flown a lot, no big deal. We'll just give you TSA pre-check. Go on through. But even when we had TSA pre-check, Sam and I were both pulled aside for additional screening of our bags, or him, or me, or whatever. So it's just one of those things, I think. And I think with everything going on, like the missile things that had been happening and whatnot, um, they're just like, we're just going to randomly check more people. So I think that's kind of part of it. Oh, so, like I said, Sam and I will be doing a live stream together, probably either next Sunday or the Sunday after. That will be kind of a live stream trip recap. And I'm with all the different things that I'm doing with the travel agency, like I'm going to be getting to experience the cruise ships. I'm going to be getting to experience these different things. I'm going to try to fit some crafting things in there that kind of match up with that. Like, you can see, oh, actually, with the right hand, right over my shoulder, you'll see it. I bought that to be a fish extender holder, and it kind of got dubbed as a junk holder in my craft room at the moment. So I'm probably going to decorate that, because you never know with with doing this travel agent thing, Sam might actually convince me to go on a cruise. Okay, what's Sam doing now? When I flew out of SeaTac, I always got patted down, mostly because I knew all the people. Oh, that's another thing. I can't remember if it was the Wichita to Atlanta or the Atlanta to Orlando. Sam actually knew the air marshal on our plane. So the air marshal was over giving us a hard time, and was like, the steward was like, as it must have been the Wichita to Atlanta, because we had a steward in first class for that. He was like, "Is everything okay?" Like, kind of looking at us, and the air marshal goes, "Oh, I know him. He used to be on active duty in the Army, and we did, I know him. We were on several flights together." I'm like, how? And the world, how many times do you figure you're gonna have the same air marshal, multiple times? So, yeah, it was okay. I was right. I see. Wichita to Atlanta. I was right. I remembered it. I'm smarticles sometimes. So it was pretty entertaining that, the steward was kind of like, okay. And then when we got the other part of the fiasco with the flight delay was that our flights got all messed up in Atlanta. Bravo to you. I can remember things once in a while and get applause for it. It messed up our flights from Atlanta to Orlando. And Sam and I were actually in two different rows. I was in row C, letter A, and he was in or 6A or whatever. I was by the window in this row, and he was a row back on the other side of the aisle on the far window. And I was just talking with the lady next to me and about, oh, well, the flight was delayed out of Wichita. She's like, oh, you're the reason that my flight was delayed out of Chicago. And I'm like, sorry about that. my bad. And I was like, yeah, my husband's over there. We're headed to Atlanta, Orlando for our anniversary. She's like, well, far be it for me to separate a couple on their anniversary. So she actually switched seats with them, and we were like, oh, well, that's so sweet of you. Thank you. We weren't going to ask or anything. It wasn't that big of a deal. Thank you, dear. Sam remembers a lot better than I do sometimes. So it was good. Oh, night, Tracy. Go KC. Yeah, is KC still winning? Hey Alexa, what is the Chiefs score?
At the moment in the AFC divisional, the Chiefs are leading the Texans 51-31 with 1:54 left in the fourth quarter.
Woohoo! Go
By the
KC.
way, you can now ask another
Alexa,
question
stop.
without having.
I don't need to know. I got the answer. So, but yeah, Sam and I will do, like I said, Sam and I will do a recap of the whole trip in the next couple weeks together on a live stream. When I'm feeling better and I don't think he's feeling bad. I think he's tired too. I mean, you guys all get it. I think when you're at Disney, you run 90% on adrenaline. And when you get home, you finally run into that wall. So it just kind of is what it is. And, I appreciate you all kind of being here. I know my big announcement was like, everyone's like, ooh, what's Lena's announcement? So I know that I had like 20 people in here at one point. So thank you everyone for watching. But yeah, this is just going to be a quick 30-minute stream tonight. So I want to say thank you to everyone for all your support over the past 5 months. I am over 260 subscribers. I think I reached 264 right before the stream started. Let me see. Yeah, I'm at 264. So yeah, right, Rhonda. Alexa never knows when to stop talking. So, I want to thank everyone for all of their support over the past 5 months, 6 months since I've started doing this. My next goal is 275. So, if you know of someone who is not subscribed but you think should be subscribed, please make sure to share my link out with your friends and family. Like I said, next week I'll be back to my normal 1 hour streams. This week and I know you all understand the Disney bug and Disney, and there's tired and there's Disney tired, and I am Disney tired on top of a little bit of the Disney bug. So huge shout out to everyone who participated in the Walt Disney World Marathon weekend this weekend. I know they had to end up shortening the course today because of heat. I know there was a lot of heat casualties from what I've been reading on Facebook groups that I'm in. Massive shout out to Mickey's Magic, Miss Meg. She completed her first marathon, her first ever marathon, and did the Dopey this weekend. I actually got to meet Meg, and you'll see all that coming up in the expo stream that I did with Angela. I am forever blessed by everyone that I've gotten to meet. I tell everyone, we're just people too. I actually had someone know me when on one of the days that I was in the parks by myself. So that was kind of fun. So, like I said, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you next Sunday with the next live stream. And Tuesdays and Saturdays will be vacation videos. Thursdays are going to be travel tip Thursdays. Fridays will be a fitness Friday, and whether that's going to be a live stream or whether that will be a vlog, I think it will depend on the week. It'll just depend on kind of what's going on. This week may be a live stream because I'll probably talk a little bit about how much walking I did while at Disney. So that will probably be this week. So thank you again all so much for watching, and we'll see you in the theme parks, guys. Bye and have a great week.